Hey yo, how's it going everybody? My name's Alexander Buffalo and welcome back to another Monster Hunter Rise build video. This one is one that I call the Hellion Hunter, as it uses the Palico dual blades. In the background you'll see me fighting a Rajang using this build. It's a demon build versus demon monkey, so pretty fun. So let's get into it. So, like I said, this build revolves around using the Palico dual blades, which are kind of like a meme weapon. They're cat paws, but they're pretty sweet. So they have pretty good attack, 190 attack, get up to green sharpness with a tiny bit of blue, which normally would be terrible, but it's not too bad. I'll show you why in just a moment. And then have paralysis, which is great. We actually can trigger that paralysis 2 to 3 times a fight usually, or a hunt. Not bad. Negative affinity, which normally would not be that great, but there's a way around that. And it has a level 3 slot, which right now I have a level 2 gem in there. But that is what it is. The reason why these are so sweet is because of a special rampage skill they have called Hellion mode. Now, this makes it so that whenever you're in rage mode, every hit you do is a critical hit, which is crazy. It also doubles your durability loss, but it's not a huge problem. We'll get into that in a minute. But crits every shot. That's insane. So I saw that, had to build it, had to make a set for it, and this set's not that hard to make, so it's awesome. So how you make this to its maximum efficiency that I've done so far is, again, the Rajang waist and legs. These critical boost level 3 is insane. That critical boost level 3 gives you 40% damage on crits rather than 25% damage. A lot of damage for every hit being a critical hit once you're in rage. So those two are important. Another important thing is the Tigrex braces that I'm using. That will give you Bludgeoner level 2 and Mind's Eye level 1. We will eventually actually get those both up to level 3. I will explain what those do real quick. Bludgeoner level 3 will make it so you have 10% more attack power when your sharpness is green or lower, which will be almost entirely in that range when we're using these weapons, as they have a tiny bit of blue that you'll eat up within the first 5 hits of the monster, and it's a dual blade, so yeah. Mind's Eye is the other key part of that, because you might be thinking, oh, you have green sharpness, you're going to bounce off of everything. Mind's Eye fixes that. Level 3 Mind's Eye makes it so that we will 100% reduction to attack speed deflected, so aka you will never bounce off a monster, no matter what, as long as, yeah. And it gives you 30% damage to hard targets when you're hitting hard targets on a monster, which is great for breaking hard to break parts. And just more damage when you're hitting those parts. So that's how those two in combination make it so that you can use those weapons that only have green sharpness and still do a lot of damage. Super good. So that's important. I'll show you what we do to get level 3 with those in just a moment. And then the helmet and chest piece I'm still playing around with. Right now I have the Rathalos helm and Rathalos mail. Just because I wanted some attack, because there's no point in having anything like weakness exploit or anything like that, because every hit's a critical hit anyway. So I went for attack boost to just buff the raw damage straight up. So we're doing more damage on our crits. So Rathalos Helm, Rathalos Mail, standard, easy to make. As far as talisman, I don't like doing these build videos based off of a specific talisman, because that's just silly, because it's RNG and it's going to be very rare if 2 people get the same talisman. So this is not going to be based on that at all. The only requirement for this talisman is that it has a level 2 slot. One level 2 slot is all that you need, which is easy to get. You can get that, is easily doable. It might take a few times, but you can get that. And that is just because we need another level 2 slot. So why we need those decorations is because we will need 2 decorations for Mind's Eye and 1 decoration for Bludgeoner. And with this set, on the dual blades themselves, you have a level 3 slot, so you can throw one of those on there. You throw the other one on the Tigrex braces, and then the last one on that talisman that you need the level 2 slot for. Those decorations aren't even that hard to make, really. You can do them about later high rank, which is when you'd be doing this build anyway. It's a ton of fun, actually. I have had a lot of fun with this build, messing with it. And like I said, the damage is great. Paralysis is awesome, especially, I haven't really even used this in team hunts yet, but paralysis becomes more useful the more hunters you have in your party, because that's just more people being able to free do damage. And yeah, it's just an all-around good build. The dual blades are good as it is, so it's great. One thing you'll want to make sure you do is eat the dango that gives you the status up so that you can paralyze even more often. That's really key to doing this. And then things like the dash juice are also very helpful if you can use it just so you can stay in rage mode longer. Basically, the fights go, you just stay in rage as long as you can. Whenever you're hitting the monster, try to be in rage. Next, I will talk about the switch skills I use. Fairly standard, I believe. I use Demon Flight because I like it. I like doing aerial attacks. I think it's fun. Also, it does a ton of hits, so that's just a lot more hits that you're doing double damage on because they're super quick. Also can help you mount monsters and whatnot. I like Feral Demon mode because just the damage. It does attacks as you dodge. It's handy. One thing to keep in mind, though, with that is that when you go into demon mode, you do a little attack animation. Keep that in mind when you go into it, because otherwise you can get hit while you're doing it. I tend to trigger my demon mode. I'll first initiate the attack from Sheathed, so that with the demon flight, you'll hit them with the draw attack, and then you'll fly in the air, and then you can actually hit right bumper to enter demon mode as you're in the air, and you'll do the attack animation in the air, which means you're not losing time and you're still hitting it while you're in the air. It's pretty good. And then Piercing Bind, just free damage when it's knocked over, when you have it paralyzed, knocked over, etc. It's a pretty, actually, great build. I had a ton of fun with it, and it works pretty well. Like, I had a pretty good run on this Rajang. And yeah, other than that, that's what I got for you guys today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like down below. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the build. Let me know what builds you guys are trying. Let me know if there's any crazy builds that I myself should try. And yeah, otherwise, subscribe if you haven't already. Watch some more of my videos. And otherwise, until next time, see you guys in the next one. See ya.